Hi guys, welcome back. We are doing Scorpio. I was gonna say a bunch of other stuff. We're just doing Scorpio. Alright, Scorpio. Let's get started. We're gonna start in your etheric energy and then we're gonna move to your, we're gonna ground it down to the three. Okay, Scorpios. I'm really tired. Really tired. You guys could be sleeping a lot. Or your sleeping schedule is off, but you guys still need more sleep. Like you guys aren't sleeping right, and you guys are still needing more sleep than normal. Alright, for Scorpio. I'm using the Big Bertha. It's 3 decks in one. My energy just got real serious. Let's see. Alright, Scorpios. Oh, God. Activation. Yeah, you guys are being activated right now. And you guys are really tired. That's why you're needing more rest. You're needing more sleep. Your guys' sleep patterns could be discombobulated. You could also be it's almost like you're having dreams, but you're dreaming and then waking up and not really sure if things that are happening in your real life are dreams, if you dreamt it or if it was real. I feel like there's a lot of situations in your life right now where you're like, did I dream that or did that really happen? You're having a hard time discerning what was real. And I don't feel like it's actually a dream. I actually feel like you guys are in the middle of viewing different timelines. It's almost like you're merging. I heard you're merging, but it's almost like you're merging up to a higher timeline. So it's almost like you're watching different timelines from, I don't know how to explain it. I'm not sure how to explain that. But it's almost like you're watching different timelines as you go up higher to a higher timeline. With happiness, yeah. With your highest timeline, I just feel really tired, guys. I feel really sleepy. And it's like 2:30 in the afternoon here. So, um, I mean, I shouldn't be sleepy, right? But I just feel really tired. There's so much activation coming in. There's a lot coming in. There's just gonna be so much beauty. And I see the May pole here. Um, so something having to do with May, something having to do with some kind of gathering or uh some kind of gathering or some kind of get together. Possibly something having to do with May because I do see a maple here. But this is bringing in happiness. It doesn't mean it has to be in May. You could just have May in your chart, you or Gemini or something about May. Okay. So with happiness and 44, um, which comes out to 8, the courage to step into life. I feel like you guys are starting to live life with purpose. Uh, most of society, most of the people here are living life just to live life. They wake up, they go to work. You work to live. You're not, or you live to work, right? Like you're not having any fun. They don't, even with family. I even feel like I've seen a lot of people post and stuff, and it's almost like, oh, it's our annual family vacation. Like it's what's supposed to happen. It's not like, oh, I want to travel and I want to do this and I want to do that and I want to, like, it's not this like urge. It's almost like, oh, well, everybody does like a yearly family vacation. Does that make sense? Like, there's a monotony and there's like a monotony, almost like a robotic sense to it. Like, well, this is everybody what they do, so we're gonna take our yearly vacation, right? It's not like you're like, oh my god, and I want to go do this and I want to do that, and you're like, you're not doing things like fully awake, fully aware. You're just kind of, even like vacations and fun stuff. It's almost like you're just doing them because that's the norm in your life. There doesn't seem to be any fire. There doesn't seem to be any passion behind anything that had been going on. Um, for you guys are stepping into purpose where you're waking up every day with deciding I want to live, and everything, even the simplest of things. Okay, I'm gonna do this because of this, and there's gonna be a fire behind it. Even cleaning, doing my laundry, everything that I decide to do, there's going to be purpose behind it. But also, I feel like you're stepping into your power, and you're stepping into your where you're meant to be in life, where your life path is, right? I'm trying to get through the sleepy part because that way I can wake up with knowledge. Yeah, you've gotten the knowledge that you need, and you're floating above. It's almost like you're floating above. What I saw was like, sorry, California. You know how California has the worst smog ever, and I was born and raised in California, so yeah, I live there, so I know. It's almost like you're rising above the dirty clouds, the smog, and you're able to see everything above it. You're able to see above the bullshit. You're able to see above the shit that the that the people are shouting, right? That the masses are screaming, like the fear, the fake. You're able to see the truth behind what's really going on right now. I just heard the hills have eyes. And then I thought of the Hollywood Hills. So there's something about California here. There's something also about mountains. Lots of mountains. There's a lot of mountains where I live too. So something about being above, where like the energy is pure, the energy is clear. You can see below, right? Like even where I live, we live like in a bowl. So like in the times where it's like, even in these times, if it doesn't rain or snow, we get like a cap of like dirty air above us, and it just kind of like puts a lid on top of us. And the air quality gets really gross, like to the point where we have red days where they tell us not to go out, right? Um, but you're going above that, even above the trees, above everything. What is it? Is it called? Is it hot enough? 5 more minutes. Um, yeah, with one here, I'm getting the full, right? But the full, usually when you think of it, you think of like a like somebody like that's walking along, doesn't really know where they're going or what they're doing, and they just have the little bag and their dog, and they're excited and they're enthusiastic. With you, Scorpios, you see above the fray. You see where you're going. You see clearly, and you have the knowledge that you need to move forward. With the fool, the normal fool, if you think of the Rider Waite tarot, he has no idea. He's just going with the flow, and he's just going. He's just having a new start. This is you having the map, knowing where you're being guided to, right? Because you're going with the flow. You're going with the flow, but you know where you're going. You don't know exactly where you're going, but you can see above the obstacles. It's almost like you were trekking through the obstacles, and you were having to go over them, and you were exhausted, right? And now they're just saying, no, like, we've lifted you up above all the obstacles, so now you can see clearly, and we're going straight ahead to where we need to go. I'm actually going to take this bottom card. And then the power of community. Yeah, you're going into a community that's going to be like minded, but also different. Because like minded means that, I'm going to give you an example of me. Like minded means that people that think like me, like we believe in no judgment, being different, being who you truly are, being sovereign, being respectful. But it doesn't mean that I want to be around everybody that thinks exactly like me, because that's fucking boring. I am the type of person, I have a Gemini rising, and I have a lot of Libra and a lot of air in my chart. I have a lot of three. I have a water, I have a water, a stellium. I have fire and air. And there's a lot of those three. But I have Gemini rising, and so I like to learn. I like to learn. I like to read. I also like to meet new people and like live vicariously through them, through their like what they've lived and what they've gone through. And right, and if I only hang out with people that have been through my situations, how fucking boring, because I've already lived through that. I've already healed through that. I don't want to learn more about that. I want to learn more about new, right? And even if it's not the greatest of situations, I still want to learn. I still want to hear your stories. Clarifying activation, you got 33, which is a master number. Boomerang, you're recovering money, you're recovering friendships, you're recovering your health. Everything good is coming back to you. Everything that was taken from you when you were dealing with people and places and things, that when you weren't in alignment, basically, when you weren't in alignment, your health was going, your money was going, they were going because they weren't meant to be there, right? Everything's coming back. Relationships, your energy is coming back. You see how tired I was? And I just got tingles all over. Your enthusiasm for life, your hunger for life, your passion for the things that make you happy, right? Um, it's basically the return of everything that's yours, and it's being activated. And I just heard somebody's answer at 11. I just saw 1111, and I just heard ancestors go, also things that were meant to be yours by rights, by family law. I don't know what family law means, but like ancestors, that by your birthright, it's your birthright to have these gifts, because you've overcome something that somebody wasn't able to, nobody has been able to in a family lineage. So not only are you getting activated with your own gifts, that you know your full gifts, but you're being gifted with gifts from your guides, that are by birthright yours, but nobody's been able to achieve what you have, and you're getting those as well. Clarify happiness. We got the 10, the scythe. Something's going to happen very suddenly. It's going to seem like it's an accident, or it's going to seem serendipitous. It's not. It's actually by design. There's going to be some kind of information that's going to come in, and it's going to help you cut a cord. I don't feel like it's a very strong cord. I'm seeing like a red cord, but it's like flickering. Like it's almost done. Like it's withering on the vine. And now they're showing me like decrepit, like I don't want to say that, but almost like an umbilical cord that is like shriveled up and has no more light to it and is about to like fall off. That's what I'm seeing. And whatever is going to be seen, it's going to be a little bit shocking, but it's going to allow you to basically liberate, like release that last little bit of cord. It's going to help you to detach from that, because that's the little bit that's left. It's basically ripping off the band-aid. It is going to be something that's going to trigger you. It is going to be emotional. It is going to be surprising, but I feel like you're going to see some, almost like a reckoning. Almost like I knew it. Like this person, place, or thing, I knew it. I'm so glad that I didn't deal with this shit. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you for releasing me. And it's going to allow you to boomerang forward, right? And it's going to allow you to start healing from now, from the outside, because I feel like you've done a lot of the work inside, and it's going to help you just release that little, like that dry ass attachment. Clarifying perfect storm. You got ring. Yeah, there's a new contract coming in. And contracts you can have with relationships, romantic relationships, friendships. You can have contracts in like business. There's an agreement, a pact, a new cycle, a promise. And there's 2 rings here. So this could even be like a promise ring. This is karma, but I'm hearing karmic closures. So basically, it's almost like you're moving into your dharma, right? And then we got committed. There's gonna be somebody that's very trustworthy. It says cycle of trust, and all I can think of is Chuck and Larry. He's like, it's a circle. The ring is a circle. Cause you see, it never ends. It's a circle. Um, yeah, you're reaping what you sow, but what you're sowing is good. You've done the work, and you're reaping some good shit, right? There's going to be something that's going to be committed here. And this could be anything. This could be a relationship. This could also be friendships. I feel like for whoever I'm speaking to, a lot of you guys haven't actually met the soul, most of your soul family that you're meant to have for the rest of your life, if that makes sense. With clarifying air spirit with number one, Celtic knot, unconditional love. Yeah, you're finding your divine union. Um, this is something that's going to be an eternal love for the rest of this life. It's going to endure basically for the rest of this lifetime, honestly, if this is something that you want. This is a love of a lifetime. This is going to be, I'm just seeing a love story. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's going to make you realize that you never really knew love from another person, right? You never really knew love until right now, or until you meet them, and vice versa. It's going to be the same for them, and they're going to activate you and you're going to activate them, and it's going to be so beautiful. And again, I feel like this is also coming in with new friends, friends, soulmate family, people that actually are from, if you resonate with being a starseed, from your home planet. If not, just soulmates that you signed up to be like. I feel for a lot of you guys have lost most of your community. If not before healing, even through healing, you've lost most of your community. And you're going to find your soul tribe, because those people were all in the karmic energy. And now you're moving into dharmic energy, right? Clarifying flow, you got teacup. Yeah. Oh. Right now, when this is coming in, this is going to allow you to calm your emotions. It's going to allow you to regulate your system, your nervous system, because I feel like you've never been able to fully remain out of survival mode. I feel like you've been able to calm it, and then boom, things happen, and once again you're in survival mode, and your body is always tense. Every time you try to get it down, something happens. This is going to allow you to have a long period of, it's almost like your nervous system is going to be able to get reset, so that you don't go into survival mode every time something happens. You're going to have a nice long period where everything's calm and in motion, and you're going to be able to regulate your emotions. You're going to build new traditions. I feel like you guys are maybe from a different culture, and you guys are going to integrate your culture into one, right? There's a lot of warmth. There's a lot of ritual here. There's going to be a lot of you time. I feel like the people that you're going to be dealing with, especially your divine partner, is going to allow you to have your freedom, and vice versa, to be able to explore life feeling protected and having that love, but also feeling like you can still enjoy life and do the things you need to do without having to have that feeling like you have to take care of someone, right? Or they lean on you to always take care of you. Not that you don't have to take care of someone. We're always going to want to take care of the people we love. Yeah, with social connections, I feel like you're going to be meeting new people through this social connection, this new person, but also through this new life, because you're being moved into a whole different life. You're not going to be in the same area. You're going to be in a new room where it's going to be very hospitable. It's going to be very loving, very warm. Everywhere you go, you're going to feel very welcome. There's not going to be that feeling of you feel like an outsider anymore. There's not going to be that feeling like you're an alien, like you don't fit. Everybody's going to reflect back to you warmer and softer thoughts, right? And then we got swans at the bottom of the deck, six, the number six. Yeah, soulmate, twin flame, faith, a pair of things, blooming love, the one, deep soul connection, divination, fluidity. You guys are going to have a very strong 5D connection. You guys are going to be connected. So, look, the moon, you know, your intuition, subconscious, you guys have been dreaming about each other. Recognition, you guys recognize each other already. I feel like for some of you guys, you already know who this is. If this has been somebody toxic in the past and this isn't that person, and I don't even feel like you've been on a full-blown relationship with this person, but I feel like this is somebody you just have known. This could be a childhood friend, somebody from your past that it didn't get anywhere into that. There hasn't been a lot of uh, bad energy, right? With the divine feminine here. Yeah, either you're the divine feminine or this is going to be the divine feminine. It's gonna be very sensual in everything that you're gonna do. There's gonna be so much passion. There's gonna be some kind of invitation. They are going to either call you up if you already know them, or if you meet them, it is going to be in some kind of gathering here with the. I saw some kind of gathering here. Some kind of gathering here where you're going to meet this person and they're going to give you an invitation to something they feel like you're going to enjoy, which you will. Blueprint, and then you guys are going to start planning for the future. I feel like this person has already started planning for the future. They've if they already know you, they already have you in mind, and they have you in their thoughts for the future. If not, this person's going to start blueprinting for the future. They're going to start making plans with you in mind for the future. Starting point, thoughts become things. Yeah, you guys are, it's going to start off slow, but it's going to start building up quickly, quickly, quickly. This feels amazing. I love this for you guys, Scorpios. I feel like you guys deserve it. I feel like everybody deserves this, especially if you know you've done the work and you've been going through it, and we've all dealt with those lessons. We've been the lessons, we've been taught the lessons, we've been burned, we've burned, right? And then we come to a point where we understand now. We understand now, and we deserve somebody that will love us as much as we love them, right? All right, guidance from the universe. Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Yeah, yeah, learning the lessons and sharing what you've learned for people that are going through the exact same thing and helping them get through, because that really is what it is, what it's all about. We're all basically here meant to hold each other's hand, walking each other through life and the lessons, and walking hand in hand with each other towards home, right? That's what it's about. Teaching, you know what, I've been through this, let me help you, let me guide you, let me teach you. And that's okay if people don't want it, because I know there are times where people will ask me what I do. And then when I explain to them, they're like, cool. But then when I see that they're doing something and I try to say, hey, look, this is what you're doing. This is, you know, you're repeating a behavior. No, well, I know. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine, right? Like, you're not ready at this time to hear that information. I'll allow you to learn it the way you need to learn it. And I just saw 222 on my clock. What's at 2221? Um, but we allow people to learn at their pace. The only thing we can offer is space and the knowledge that we already have because we went through this, and at the same time enjoying life, because really we didn't come here to work 24/7. We came here to grow and to um, yeah, have families and live life, and we didn't come here to struggle as hard as we are. And so this is why we allow ourselves to heal, so that we can lift the energy up and we can start to live a better life, right? Okay, Scorpios, I'm going to leave it here. I love you guys so much. I will see you guys soon. I hope this helped. Bye.